Now, the keen-eyed listeners amongst you will have noticed I'm not in a car. I'm in my pub. And that is for two reasons. And they are as follows. I discovered about 6 weeks ago, at the age of 51, just 51, I got cataracts. Now I thought, that wouldn't be that big a deal. However, it turns out driving in the dark ain't very good when you got cataracts. And I went out the other day, drove in the dark, and felt like Stevie Wonder without a dog. So driving at night time until I get my eyes sorted was a no-no for me anyway. However, it didn't matter because the magistrates have sorted me out. My long-running saga with the speeding fines has unravelled itself at last. Last Wednesday in court, I didn't go. It was in Weston-super-Mare, and due to the wonderful way that our railways are run, it would have cost me to get from Cornwall to Weston-super-Mare, which is it's less than Bristol. Let's call it 120 miles. Probably 120, 130 miles. So 260 mile round trip on the train. A very reasonable 109 quid. And then I need a cab from there to the court and a cab from there back. And then I need a cab from the station to home, etc., etc. Because they've got rid of the barrel bikes here as well. So I was looking at about 150 quid to go to court. And I thought, well, I know what the result's going to be. Why bother? So I didn't bother. So the magistrates tried me in my absence, as I instructed them to do so. And here's the news. 6 months. I got 6 months banned. They actually gave me 4 points instead of 3, which was enough to take it over 13, or not over 13, over 12 to 13. So why they only gave me 4, I don't know. They could have given me 6 or 8. It wouldn't have made a shit of difference, would it? Nevertheless, I got 4 points, and what I thought was a very reasonable £293 fine. However, by the time that arrived in Cornwall in the post, that was £293 plus £90 cost plus £117 surcharge. What the surcharge is for, no idea. And I don't think I'm ever going to find out because I'm not going to bother asking. But nevertheless, it was £117, odd amount, except when you see the total at the bottom, which is 500 quid. So actually, that ain't quite so good, is it? So there you go. Mr. EV Carnage, the reviewer of milk floats throughout the land for the past 2 years, almost precisely 2 years to the day that I started doing this, is off the road for the next 6 months. So any milk float reviews will be done from a private land, not on the public highway, maybe even on my driveway if I can get people to drop cars off. But there will be no driving down the M5 commenting on the performance of a car for the next 6 months, that's for sure. Unless I'm in the passenger seat and I'll get Jeff to drive it or somebody else to drive it. Could do that, I suppose. The possibilities are endless. But nevertheless, so for all you milk floaters out there that were desperate to know my court news, I got 6 months. And more importantly, to the hundreds, and I mean hundreds, of nice people out there who've been sending me messages saying, "Hey mate, how'd you get on in court? Oh, I hope you did all right, blah, 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 blah." And I have had hundreds of messages. It's very, very nice of you. Well, the news is, that's how I got on in court. So April the 25th, 2025, I get my licence back. So write that day in your calendars, everybody. Because that'll be the next time you see me making a video whilst actually driving a car. All other videos may be in cars, but it's dark out there at the moment, so I had to come in here so I could get some light. They may be in cars. Weirdly, my in-car bracket is now glued to the fridge in my pub. And that's how this video is working. So, yeah, adapt and overcome. There you go. So, the news in the budget was that nothing happened. So I didn't bother recording a video after the budget because really nothing happened. I mean, a penny off fuel duty is neither in or there. It doesn't make it. It's like a penny off a pint, isn't it? Are a pint's going to be a penny cheaper? No. If they go up by a penny, they go up by 10p. So if you get fuel duty reduced by a penny, you think they go down by 10p, and it should go down by 10p a gallon. It won't. It'll stay the same, and they'll just soak up the profit. That's life, and that's big business. But I see they have announced today they're putting student loan fees up. So if you're a pensioner, you're screwed. If you're a motorist, you're screwed. If you're a farmer, you're screwed. If you're a business owner that employs people, you're screwed. Not content with that, because that's only 95% of the population. Let's fuck over the students now as well. And they're on about putting student fees up by $3,000. A 30% increase. Now, at the moment, 2 kids in university, 1 at college, and another one doing an apprenticeship. This could be the most expensive time of year ever. But it's okay, because the government are going to loan them the money and then charge interest on them, so they're in debt to the government for the rest of their lives. Because that's what nice people the government are. Make sure that you owe the government for the rest of your lives and you're in their pocket. And just in case the pensioners didn't realise it, they're now screwing the students over. And they're screwing all Middle England over in the same way. If you've bothered to get off your ass and employ some people, you're screwed over. Farmers. In fact, the only people that don't appear to be affected by this are people that work for the government. Who knew? Well, I did. So there you go. That's the update for the first video of November. Me in me pub, not driving for the next 6 months. And I really mean this time. Future my arse. I can't wait to get back behind the wheel. I've only done a week. It's doing me fucking head in already.